Welcome to the Rat Basketball Final Four here at COSI. We've seen a lot of competitive play leading up to this game, which you can check out for yourself on our COSI Connects website. Today, Echo and Delta will compete for a spot in a championship game. My name is Laurie Miller. I'm the manager of Living Collections here at COSI. And as always, we are live, and I will be hanging out after the game to answer any questions and introduce you to another animal from our collection. For now, let's join Steve and Guy courtside to see who will make it to the final round.
Hello and welcome back to COSI, the semifinal match in our RBA Rat Basketball Association inaugural Rat Basketball Tournament. I'm Steve, play-by-play. With me as always is Guy Talks a Lot. Thanks, Steve. It's great to be here. Absolutely, Guy. Well, look at that. Echo starting off fast, but Delta really struggling to get a grip on the ball there. Really struggling. Yeah, she really is. I don't think she's going to get it. She's going back and forth. Oh, Echo's going to step in, going to try to defend, it looks like, defending the shot. Echo takes it, going back down the court, getting a grip herself, putting it through. Delta, what are you doing? That's a great question, Guy. That is a great question. She's struggling with it again. Look at that. It's Echo with another basket. Crazy. 3-0 right out of the gate. My goodness, and Delta's still struggling to get a grip on the ball. Yeah, I think she's got it there. Oh, she's struggling again. Echo's going to defend the shot. Delta's going to put it through, but Echo's going to get it. Go right back down the court. Get the grip on it. Go back through. My goodness, up 4-1. This is a huge lead. Yeah, very different. We've seen a lot more fast-paced matches before this. Well, this one is pretty fast-paced for Echo. Yeah, that's a great point. It is fast-paced for Echo. Speaking of, look at that. Missed the first one. Put it through again on the second one. My goodness. This is wild. Absolutely wild, Guy. You never know what you're going to get with Rat Basketball. Yeah, you really don't. Sometimes the Rats are going to have it. Sometimes they don't. Delta trying to put it through and make it up. But, boy, slow start. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if she can make it up. All right, we're going to take a quick break.
COSI may be closed, but we are open for fun and engaging science through COSI Connects, COSI's digital doorway for fun, at-home science discovery and learning. Every day, we're going to deliver fresh, exciting, and engaging science through COSI videos and hands-on activities you can try at home. Follow us here and visit cosi.org/COSI Connects for your daily science activity. We look forward to sharing great science with you.
And we're back. Echo going through again. Guys, she is really running away with this. Yeah, I think, Steve, I hate to say it, there's game left, but I don't know that Delta's going to be able to make it up here. Yeah, I don't think she is either. I don't know. We'll see. So, Guy, tell me, would you consider this tournament arena to be a Skinner box? Whoa, look at that drop, a Skinner box. Well, for our viewers at home, of course, what Steve's referring to is B.F. Skinner. He was the first to describe operant conditioning. He actually created an operant conditioning chamber called a Skinner box. That was for rats and even pigeons. Pigeons, you say? Yeah, even pigeons, in order to test what he was describing in terms of his operant conditioning. Interesting. Look at that. We've got a game and some knowledge. Well, this thing is all over. Echo, running away with it. Thanks so much for watching.
This has been brought to you by COSI, a nonprofit science and technology center in Columbus, Ohio. If you liked this video, remember to like, subscribe, and comment below. Also, please consider a donation to COSI so we can continue to engage, inspire, and transform lives and communities by making science accessible to everyone, everywhere. For more information, visit cosi.org/support.
So there you have it. Echo has claimed the rights to the championship game. Be sure to join us on the 3rd to see who she will be playing against for the final. So it should be a really exciting game. So I did bring an animal to introduce to you, but before I bring him out, I wanted to introduce you to Dimetrodon. So Dimetrodon looks like this. And Dimetrodon looks like a dinosaur, but he actually isn't. He did live 295 million years ago. And what's really interesting about him, there's plenty of things, but I brought a skull with me. So this is a Dimetrodon skull. And when we dig up these fossils, we are really looking at the physical bones to try and figure out how they live their life. So if I'm looking at this skull, an interesting feature it has is on the top of his head, he's got a hole. So once scientists see that, it's up to them to try and figure out why he would have a hole on the top of his head. And while I'm bringing out our animal, you can try and be the scientist yourself. Why would an animal have a hole on the top of their head? So with that in mind, I'm going to introduce you to Apollo. So Apollo is called a blue-tongued skink. And of course, he gets his name because he has that bright blue tongue. But what he also has, and hopefully you can see it, he has a hole on the top of his head, just like Dimetrodon. Let's see if he'll let me show you. And maybe. So it's pretty small. It's about the size of a pinhead. But what we know about the hole on the top of Apollo's head is it is attached to the parietal lobe of his brain. So it's called a parietal eye. And we know that it functions like an eye, a little bit different. It doesn't see the way our eyes would normally see, but we know that it senses light. And the reason we know that is because it's attached to photoreceptors in the parietal part of his brain. So we can deduce that Dimetrodon probably used that third eye in a really similar way. Now, a really interesting thing is that we also have a parietal lobe in our brain, and it has photoreceptors too. We just don't have a hole in our head to be able to use them, which is really, really cool. So this is Apollo, and he is our blue-tongued skink. And I talked about that blue tongue, and scientists are still trying to figure out what that blue tongue is for. So even though we live with him and we can see the way that he lives, and we know lots about blue-tongued skinks, we're still learning things about animals that we share our world with every single day. And that's the science of working with animals. So he does have these two little holes on the side of his head, and sometimes we get questions about what those are, and those are actually just his ears. He just doesn't have those weird flaps of skin on the sides of his head like you or I do. So Apollo is a fan favorite here. He does have those little legs, which are skink type features, and he has a really cool tail. So a special thing about skinks is that if something grabs onto that tail, he can drop it off, and so he can get away safely from that animal, and then he can grow another one back, which is also the center of lots of research of regeneration and things like that. So kind of like starfish when they grow their arms back as well. So this is Apollo. Thank you guys so much for coming and joining us today. Remember, check us out on the 3rd so you can watch that last Final Four game for the championship. We hope that you enjoy your weekend, and we'll see you back here again soon. Bye, everybody.